Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Ben. I decided to make more content and this time I didn't get scammed, so that's good. I wanted to make a video about manga grading. Manga is Japanese comics, and for the longest time there was no service that offered grading or encapsulation. So in the US comics, we can get graded by CGC and a couple of other companies. I think PSA is doing it now. They do a really good job of encapsulating and grading the comic and preserving it. For Japanese comics, for some reason, CGC did not offer that service, and nor did any other company. So what I ended up doing is I made these acrylic cases that kind of protects the old Japanese comic, but Beckett last year came out with the service of grading Japanese comics, grading mangas basically, which is really, really good. So we're gonna send in two of my most valued books in my collection to give it a try, and then we'll reveal the grade together and we'll see how that goes. The two books that I'm sending in is Shonen Jump #1 and Shonen Jump #2. This to me is what started the entire anime and manga industry that we have today. Both of these books are from 1968. Very, very rare books. And Shonen Jump is a zeshi. So Beckett grades both zeshi and tankoban. What that means is zeshi just means it's a weekly issue of, it's a magazine, weekly magazine of variety of comics. So like this is a zeshi of Shonen Jump from 1991. It will have Dragon Ball, it will have Yu Yu, it will have like Slam Dunk, I think JoJo's in there. Tankoban are single books. So this is a Tankoban of Yu Yu Hakusho. This is a Tankoban of JoJo. It's just one comic. So Dragon Ball Tankoban, I think the original Dragon Ball has 42 books. So they're a little bit different, but Beckett will grade both. What we're gonna be sending in is the zeshi copy of Shonen Jump 1 and Shonen Jump 2. And I will flip through the pages in a little bit, and then we'll submit it and send it in, and once we get it back, I will review the grade, and hopefully, I mean, this is in pretty good shape, so hopefully the grade is good, the encapsulation is good. So, all right, I want to flip through these books before I send these in so you guys can see these vintage books. This is Shonen Jump #2. As you guys can see, it's a very old book, 1968, August 15th. This is in very, very good shape. The comics that came with it, a lot of these are sort of unknown. I think this is the early comic that was the creator of Doraemon. I think Astro Boy is probably in there. I may be wrong, but as you can see, they also come in different colors. A lot of these comics are printed in blue, and they're not all black like what we have today. This comic is purple. This is how they separate different comics. And I usually like to look at the ads. The advertisement is very interesting. The style is very different from the anime and the comics today. You know, it's more, I think there's a lot of American influence in the early comics. A lot of these bold lines, you know, not a lot of details. But yeah, fascinating. I think this is the comic about a magician, like a detective or something. So yeah, Shonen Jump #2. Now, Shonen Jump 1, this is the comic that started everything. As you can see, they're advertising this is a new magazine. And it wasn't a weekly magazine, it says twice a month, so it's a bi-weekly magazine. I think this is the featured comic in there. This guy kind of looked like Stan Lee. Got some colored pages. in very, very good shape from a comic from 1968. Very well preserved. Yeah, they have a lot of pages for this featured comic. A lot of these are comedy, sort of gag comic too. You know, not a lot of action and fighting comics. I think a lot of it is like detective stories. Very, 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 very well preserved for a comic that's been around for a long time. Like I said, this started everything. Shonen Jump just became a massive hit, and all of the artists, the manga artists, if you can make it into Shonen Jump, you kind of made it. Yeah, so just wanted to show you guys the pages before I send this in. Very, very cool stuff. This style is very cool. This is very American influence style. It's got some color pages here. I always look for advertisements. If there's any product advertisement. Surprisingly, there isn't any. I think these are like replica guns or something. There's only like, yeah, a couple of pages of advertisement on toys and stuff like that. But yeah, in general, I'm very, very excited to send this in, and we'll see what we get once we get that back from Beckett. All right, guys, just got the box back from Beckett. Both comics have been graded. It's been a little bit over a month. I'm very excited to see what the grades are. I don't know what the grades are. We're gonna open these up. I'm hoping for maybe a 5.0, 5.5. That'll be really, really good for these old books. So yeah, let's go. Okay, let's open these up. This is the first time that I'm seeing these as well, so hopefully it's a pleasant surprise. Packed very nicely. Alright, these are pretty heavy. There's a note here too. Wow. I didn't expect a note. Let's see. All right, first of all, the grade. 4.0, Shonen Jump 1. I got a note that says, based on real baseball player Nagashima Shigeo, played for Yomiuri Giants. And that's the second issue of Jump, second chapter of baseball series. So I guess it's just a grader's note on what the series is about. That's kind of nice. That's kind of neat. There's a card stock. Okay, and then, oh, that was for the second comic. So This is Shonen Jump 1. So features first chapter of Kujira Daigo. I think this is the first long-running series about baseball. It just talks about what's featured in these books. That's very neat. That means they did a lot of research. They know what's in the book, what comics is in there. Very interesting. 4.0. Really good slab. Very thick. Really, really nice. Yeah, I also bought the cleaning service, which is $10. Yeah, they cleaned it up nicely. This is very nice. I'm happy with this 4.0 actually. This looks extremely nice. All right, let's look at the second one. Second one is the Shonen Jump 2. Okay. 4.5. That's a good grade. I think that's a good grade. So this is the invoice. This also looks really nice. I really like how the purple turned out. It really complements the book. Yeah, fantastic, fantastic job. This Beckett is kind of glossy too. There's some contrast here. Really, really nice. And it says first appearance of Nagashima Shigeo. right, that's it, guys. Shonen Jump 1 and Shonen Jump 2, both graded and slabbed. They look very good. They will stay in my collection probably forever. And in the next video, I will submit more comics for grading. I have first Saint Seiya, first JoJo, first Hunter, really good comic. First Yu-Gi-Oh, very iconic cover. This is one of my favorite covers, 1991 Shonen Jump featuring the Super Saiyan on the cover. And then of course, first Dragon Ball. So stay tuned. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great day.